Welcome to Grace Meets Globe, where I share the best travel tips to help you travel smarter and better. Starting in 2025, there are some major changes coming to airports across the U.S. that you absolutely need to know about. We're talking new rules, new tech, and maybe even a new appreciation for the most dreaded part of flying. Let's get started. Picture this. You're running late for your flight, because who isn't? You're lugging around a suitcase that weighs more than your carry-on limit. Don't lie, we've all been there. And you finally make it to security only to be greeted by a sea of people. But guess what? It might not be the worst part anymore, because starting in 2025, the TSA is going through some serious changes. And when I say serious, I mean like they hired a whole team of efficiency experts who probably wear those little Bluetooth headsets and everything. To handle all those people and make things, hopefully, smoother, they're rolling out these new rules that are going to completely change how you pack and move through airport security. If you're not prepared for these changes, it could mean even longer lines, missed flights, and let's be real, nobody wants to be person having a meltdown at security. First up, let's talk about everyone's favorite airport struggle, the liquid and electronics situation. Remember those tiny little baggies and the constant fear of accidentally packing your face wash in your carry-on? They're rolling out these super fancy new CT scanners that can see everything in your bag in 3D. And the best part? With these new scanners, you won't have to take out your liquids or laptops anymore. Just toss your bag on the belt and let the magic happen. And speaking of liquids, get ready for this. The TSA is actually testing out larger liquid limits. Soon, you might be able to say goodbye to those travel-sized toiletries and actually bring your full-size shampoo and conditioner with you. These changes are still being tested, so make sure you check the TSA website for the latest updates before you fly. But wait, there's more. Remember when you used to show your ID and boarding pass to like 5 different people at the airport? Yeah, get ready to say goodbye to that. Because the TSA is going all in on facial recognition technology. Yep, your face is about to become your passport. TSA says it's supposed to speed things up and make security, lines move a little faster. You won't have to worry about digging through your bag for your ID anymore. But if you're not comfortable with the whole Big Brother thing, don't worry. You can still opt out of the facial recognition scan and show your ID the old-fashioned way. The TSA is also tightening up its restrictions on what you can and can't bring in your carry-on. So, before you even start packing, check the TSA website for the most up-to-date list of prohibited items. Okay, let's talk about the elephant in the room, or should I say, the face at the scanner. The biggest change coming to TSA in 2025 is the nationwide rollout of biometric screening. Basically, instead of showing your ID to a TSA agent, you'll just step up to a scanner that takes a picture of your face and compares it to a database to make sure you are who you say you are. The TSA has been testing out facial recognition technology at select airports for a while now, and they're finally ready to unleash it on the masses. The good news is that the TSA swears up and down that this whole process is super secure, and your privacy is totally protected. They say the images they take are never stored or shared with anyone, and the whole thing is supposed to be way more efficient than manually checking IDs. But let's be real. The idea of having our faces scanned every time we fly can feel a little, well, invasive, right? The good news is that if you're not down with the whole facial recognition thing, you can still opt out. Just let the TSA agent know, and they'll direct you to a separate line where you can show your ID the old-fashioned way. So, what's the verdict on biometric screening? Is it the future of airport security or a giant invasion of our privacy? Honestly, I'm still on the fence about it. On the one hand, I love the idea of anything that makes airport security faster, and more efficient. But on the other hand, I'm not entirely comfortable with the idea of my face being scanned and analyzed every time I want to go on vacation. So, now that you know all about the TSA's new rules for 2025, you're probably wondering how to survive the airport without having a total meltdown. Don't worry, I've got you covered. Here are my top tips for breezing through TSA like a boss. First and foremost, knowledge is power, my friends. The TSA website is about to become your new best friend. Bookmark it, set up alerts, maybe even write it a love letter, because that's where you'll find all the latest and greatest information about the new rules and regulations. Things change all the time, so make sure you're always in the loop. Second, let's talk about packing. Remember those restrictions on liquids, electronics, and other random stuff I mentioned earlier? Well, those are your new commandments. Thou shalt not pack an oversized shampoo bottle in thy carry-on. Thou shalt not sneak pet goldfish through security in a water bottle. Seriously, you would be surprised at what people bring. Pack smart, pack light, and always, always, always double-check the TSA website before you even think about zipping up your suitcase. Third, you're missing out if you're a frequent flyer and are not already enrolled in TSA, pre-check, or global entry. Seriously, these programs are like a cheat code for airport security. You get to skip the long lines, keep your shoes on, and you don't even have to take out your laptop or liquids. It's like a mini vacation from the regular TSA madness. So, there you have it, folks. The TSA is getting a major makeover in 2025, and whether you're excited or terrified, the key is to be prepared. These changes are designed to make flying smoother and more efficient, but it's up to us to stay informed and adapt. Look, the TSA is like that one friend we all have who means well, but can be a little, shall we say, extra sometimes. They're trying their best to keep us safe and make flying as painless as possible, but sometimes it feels like they're speaking a different language altogether. But, hey, that's what I'm here for. I'm like your personal TSA translator, here to break down all the confusing rules and regulations so you can focus on the fun part of travel, actually getting to your destination. So, the next time you find yourself standing in a never-ending TSA line, feeling your stress levels rising faster than the price of plane tickets these days, just remember, you've got this. You're armed with the knowledge, you're prepared for anything, and you're ready to take on the world, one carry-on bag at a time. All right, guys, that's it for today's video. I hope you found it helpful and maybe even a little bit entertaining. Speaking of which, I should probably go pack for my next trip. But before I do, don't forget to give this video a big thumbs up if you enjoyed it. Subscribe to my channel for more travel tips. Please help me reach my goal of 2,000 subscribers by the end of the month. Thanks again for watching. Comment below and let me know what you think of these new rules.